The dirt don't settle, won't sleep or stay. Signals live, baby, on the Palmetto Racing Network waves, where the roots run deep, gators bite, and the mean serpents play. Fumes and the engines louder than bombs. Only two things known to live long: champions, legends, stock car engine. The roughest, toughest bunch of motorsports, the wildest crowd you ever seen before. Palmetto lights burning through the low country road. Champions, legends, stock car engine. Palmetto lights burning through the low country road. Network of choice for the bold, for the free. Every roar, every voice on the air, on the screen. What they hear, what they know, where they've been, what they seen. Every turn, every burn, Palmetto carries the speed. Mean serpent, roughest, loudest, on scene, on stream. The roughest, toughest bunch of motorsports, the wildest crowd you ever seen before. Palmetto lights burning through the low country road. Champions, legends, stock car engine. Palmetto lights burning through the low country road.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us this evening here, coming to you live from Nashville Superspeedway as the Palmetto Racing League's Truck Series takes to the track for 100 laps of what should be some interesting action this evening here. We are quite a few drivers down tonight as the 83 of Joshua Fix takes to the track to get his qualifying laps in real quick. Let's go ahead and take a broader outside view here of the track, get our track info up on screen. So we are looking at a track configuration length of 1.3 miles here. Track temperature looks to be pretty good as well, 82 degrees currently on track for this qualifying session. This is the 35th race of the regular season for the Truck Series here with PRL. Let's go ahead real quick while these guys, we do apologize. We are only going to have two drivers, it looks like, registered to drive tonight. So still shouldn't really change anything. These guys still fighting for some position here. So let's go ahead and take a look real quick at our current point standings here, and then I will give you the rundown on which drivers are currently missing out tonight. So you see the point standings currently as they are before this race tonight. Aaron Vogt there in the 2, still in first place with 1,038 points. He is one of the ones missing the race tonight, had some other commitments he had to attend to, so make sure that, yeah, we still got about, just wanted to make sure the official there waving the checkered flag, just trying to make sure we still got plenty of time before qualifying is over. So again, the 2 will not be in the race tonight, had some prior commitments he had to take care of. Joshua Fix in the 83 in second with 966 points. He is obviously here for tonight's race. The 33 of Brandon Meyer in third now. Quick jump up the point standings there. 668 points. He is another one who will not be attending tonight's race due to a IRL race that he is handling tonight. The 19 of Andrew Ziegler in 4th place with 661 points, also not present for tonight's race. Mr. Doyle Boyd in 5th, also not present for tonight's race. The 25 of Stephen Gall in 6th with 591 points, also missing out on tonight's action. Same thing for 7th place position holder Austin Ziegler there in the 9. Same as well for the 45 of Brent Thompson. The 95 of Matthew Corley, haven't seen him in a while, so he will not be here. The 27 of Aaron Martin is here, though, so it will be the 83 and the 27 both battling it out on the track tonight. We'll take a look here in just a second to see which one got that podium position starting the race tonight. Not really going to make much of a difference, as these guys will pretty much start out side by side, so with there only being 2 drivers. So let's get things squared away here. I'm taking a look at the timer. Looks like we've got about a minute or so left for qualifying there. At least the 2 drivers on track here, it should be relatively simple to keep up with the action as it is going on tonight. We'll go ahead and take that timing tower down because it's not really serving a purpose right now. Qualifying almost wrapped up here. Got about 30 seconds officially of time left. About 5 seconds remaining now, and we will start grid up here and get this one underway. Should have the grid ready here momentarily, but it does look like the 83 of Joshua Fix had the fastest time this evening. And of course the grid up is not wanting to cooperate with us here. Yep, nothing doing there. See if it works this way. Nope, not wanting to work there either. All right, so well, the 83 of Joshua Fix definitely did qualify first this evening, followed by the 27 of Aaron Martin. Even though our grid up information there did not want to properly work. I think we are waiting for the drivers to get gridded up. Doesn't look like anyone is out on track yet currently. Should be just another moment there, as now both drivers have filled in. We'll try that grid up one more time. There it is. Now it wants to show. Looks like the 83 of Joshua Fix had the fastest time in qualifying with a 30.896, with the 27 of Aaron Martin being about 100th of a second behind him there. So really close in the qualifying times there. Go ahead and get all of our info up on the screen for you now, as we are about ready to get this one underway here. A little bit of a different paint scheme going on there for the 83 of Joshua Fix, and the 27 of Aaron Martin there rocking with the Ninja Turtles paint scheme. I love that one. He sent me photos of that one when he first got it done. That's a really interesting paint scheme and good looking there. 83 of Joshua Fix there sporting a Hartsville Red Fox paint scheme for the Hartsville Red Foxes here in Hartsville, South Carolina. Also with a sponsor of Tight Budget there on the back tailgate, as the pace truck is off and we are ready to get this one underway here. Waiting on the green, and they are off. Bit of a tricky track here at Nashville. If you've never ran this track, it is not very tire friendly here. And then if you drive these things too hard into these turns, you will eat those tires up rather quickly. Probably one of the quickest. I wouldn't say it's as bad as Darlington, but it's close. So 2 laps of 100 now. Halfway stage at the completion of lap 50. 10 bonus points going to the stage winner here. See who that will be in about 47 more laps. Looks like we should have plenty of opportunity this evening for some green flag pit stops. Should be one before the stage and one just before the end of the race there. Drivers were getting about 23 laps to a tank of fuel, so we'll see them running green here for a brief little moment. Probably going to try to stretch it as far as they can before coming in to take any tires, fuel, whatever they may try and do. Both drivers doing a really good job here this evening so far. Looks like the 27 of Aaron Martin going to try and sneak up on the inside here of the 83, but nothing doing there. Falls back, gets behind, trying to collect some of the draft there. I think both drivers just trying to get a feel for what parts of the track work better here. Nashville is definitely one of those weird tracks. It's hard to explain. If you've driven it, you probably know what I'm talking about. The turns can definitely get you, and we're probably going to see these guys. We'll get our dashboard info up here. Probably going to see these guys drastically start slowing down in the turns as laps progress here, because the tires are basically just the rubber's gonna peel right off of them. So pretty steady here as the 27 tries to come up on the inside of the 83 again now. About side by side here. A little bit of an edge there going for the 27 as he gets out just past the 83 there. Solid running here. Doesn't look like either driver is wanting to give up an inch. Now the 27 of Aaron Martin taking the lead there. Clean pass. A little bit of a gap now, about 300ths to 400ths of a second between the 83 of Joshua Fix and the 27 of Aaron Martin. Almost 10 laps complete now. Nice steady lines here by both drivers as the 83 staying to the inside there. Getting out past the 27 to take the lead back over. Both drivers doing a really good job here this evening. 2 Chevrolets on the track, not a Ford, Dodge, or Toyota in sight. Laps complete now. This one is going pretty steady here. Hopefully next weekend's race at Michigan will be a little more grid friendly here. Nonetheless, these guys definitely showed up to race tonight, and they are making quite effective use of the track out there. Showing some viewers on the stream here. If you're out there watching, be sure to drop us a line in the chat. Let us know who you're pulling for. If you're pulling for anybody, just kind of dropping in to see what the fuss is all about. Looks like we got us an excellent little bit of a battle here between the 83 and the 27. Both chasing down that first place position. Not much fluctuation as of yet with the speeds here. Slowing down for the turns for sure. This is not a track you can stay full throttle on, even with a fresh set of tires. Coming through to lap 17. This time through, Aaron Martin there in the 27 doing a really good job closing the gap. They're going to shoot to the inside. 83 gives him just enough space there to take over for another pass at the lead here. Very clean pass by the 27. But it looks like the 83 is going to come back in and try and steal it from him here. Yeah, this one may be a battle to the very end. Don't think either one of these guys are going to let up. Another clean pass here. Don't forget, folks, we do have the halfway stage again at the completion of lap 50. See who our stage winner is going to be, taking home that 10 extra points to their overall finish position. Clearly we know Don't know which two yet, but we know both of these drivers are going to go home with 40 and 35 points, being that there's no one else on the grid here. Really, they'll basically get those points for just showing up. So, but that 10 extra bonus points for the stage win can make all the difference here, especially for the 83, who is currently sitting in second, behind that of the 2 of Aaron Vogt. Will help him close that gap. The 83 now almost up, right at a full second ahead of the 27 of Aaron Martin there. I'll tell you what, both of these drivers here are doing a phenomenal job tonight with holding their lines. This is, we've seen it a good bit out of the 27 of Aaron Martin, but usually the 83 of Joshua Fix, they're a little shaky on track, usually having trouble holding his line, but he's looking pretty solid tonight. Could be because of the lack of drivers on the grid. Could be a number of different things here, but I tell you what, he's looking pretty solid tonight, as he's led a decent amount of laps here. Had really some good battles here with the 27 so far, and that's typically usually when he tends to wind up in a bit of a mess. Usually results in a wreck. But however, there's been several trade-offs here this evening, and no incident, not even minor contact here. So definitely a much better driving machine tonight. Better handling from the driver as well. Almost halfway. Well, we are halfway officially now to the halfway stage here, so 1/4 or a quarter of this race is in the books. The 83 going up a little higher than he has been this race to the outside there. Not sure if that was planned or if that could be potential wash up from the tires fading off here. There are 26 laps in now, so I imagine the tire wear is definitely starting to set in here. I can see it in the speeds on the straights there. We're running between, well, easily touching 165 on the straights, but that time he did good to make it to 160 there. So definitely a bit of a slower pace. The evening sunset here setting down below the track may make this one into a night race. Starting to get some shadowy portions of the track here as the 83 gonna go ahead last minute there and pit. And it's a good thing that there is only 2 of them on the track here, because I can tell you right now, if there had been more drivers out there, that would have resulted in a nasty wreck. So it looks like the 83 got a little bit more than 23 laps out of his tank of fuel there, pushing it all the way probably to the limits. Coming in for fuel on lap 28. Aaron Martin there making it a few more, looks like so far. 83 of Joshua Fix now a lap down. Make that 2 laps down now, I believe. '27 of Aaron Martin here still needing to pit. Nope, the 83 is back out on track, so just 1 lap down for him here. That will balance out when the 27 decides to come in for a pit here. Maybe we'll see if he does it here. Sounds like nope. May do it this time through. Looks like maybe, yes, it looks like he is coming in to pit this time around. 83 just behind him there. Coming around the track now. Going to get his lap back here. Needs to make it around one more time to take the lead from the 27 there. See how quickly the 27 can get in here depending on what he takes. Kind of got the trailers in the way there. Can't really tell if he's taking tires. Looks like maybe a top off on fuel there, and maybe some right side tires. I think the 83 of Joshua Fix on his pit stop might have taken all 4 tires there. I'm not sure if that was intentional this early on or a mistake, but these guys only have 2 sets of tires to make it through this race with. So, and the 83 is rapidly approaching the 27 here. If you look at the track map there, he is gaining. There is the 83 back there just off in the distance, doing what he can to close the gap now, shrinking it ever so slightly, about 2.5 seconds. Just behind the 27 of Aaron Martin, who's still currently leading us right now. Almost to the halfway stage here, about 16 more laps to go. 83 is rapidly shrinking that gap there, now below 2 seconds. I think I may have gotten the 27's paint scheme wrong there. Looked like Ninja Turtles there for a brief moment. However, I don't believe it is. That may be something else. A little bit of scrapage there on the wall of the 27. No harm, no foul though, as the 83 tucks in tight to that low shoulder on the inside. Now under a half a second there, and he is quickly gaining on the 27. And the 83 gets out past him now to take back over first place after being a lap down. Solid runs between these guys here, mix between pit strategy and a number of different things here, but definitely been fun to watch so far. If this is a preview of how the rest of the race is going to go, this is going to be a really good one here. Whether it was a mistake or not for the 83 to take all 4 tires there, it's definitely paying off for him right now, as he is definitely coming in. Almost got the gap there between him and the 27 up by a second, just over a second now. And 39 laps complete now this time through. Just 11 to go to the halfway stage here, and we find out who our stage winner is going to be between these 2 drivers. Ten to go now. This one is wrapping up, or I should say winding down rather rapidly. Sorry, I got a bit tongue-tied there. The 83 going almost to the wall there. A little bit of gap, daylight between him and the wall. Keeping it off of it though. Both trucks doing a phenomenal job now. 27 of Aaron Martin got about a almost 3.5 second gap there between himself and the 83. It is looking like the 83 of Joshua Fix here going to run home with the stage win in this one. Still 7 laps to go. Anything can happen, but the gap between himself and the 27 there just continues to grow. See what happens at the halfway stage, whether both drivers come in, take fuel, take tires, what they intend to do there. It should be relatively easy for us to keep up with if both of them come in, which I assume that they will, especially if they want to make as much use of the long game here with the green flag pit stops. It's amazing what a fresh set of tires can do. .47 laps through this time. And just 3 to go to the halfway stage here. The sun almost down. track lights probably going to be coming on within the next 15-20 minutes or so. The 83 right in that wall there, keeping that almost 6-second gap between himself and the 27 of Aaron Martin. We do apologize too. We were supposed to have a broadcast this past Wednesday of the Street Stock Series. If any of you guys were planning on tuning into that, we apologize again. Some things happened and came up. We weren't able to broadcast that race, nor do we have the replay. However, I have the results right here in front of me. They raced at Homestead, Miami. I want to say they did 75 laps, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, that is correct. I'm looking at the log now. And it looks like the 7 of Justin Harris took home the win there at Miami Homestead, with the 25 of Stephen Gall finishing in second and the 45 of Brent Thompson finishing in third. So another good race there in the Street Stock Series, and that is our halfway stage, and it looks like the 83 of Joshua Fix takes home the stage win tonight here at Nashville. First time running this track for him. Really, really solid first half by both of these guys here. So that is 10 bonus points to whatever position the 83 finishes in there. So a strong finish tonight. Definitely one that was needed if he intends to catch up to the 2 of Aaron Vogt, who has been doing really well in the standings. We'll know a little more as this one concludes here, what the updated point standings look like. We know both drivers coming into pits there. Let's take a look one more time at those current point standings here. So the 2 of Aaron Vogt there at 1,038 points, and the 83 of Joshua Fix just behind him with 966. So almost a 100-point gap. See how much that slims down at the finish of this one. We know it's going to slim down some just because the 2 of Aaron Vogt did have to take a provisional for tonight. And it looks like the 27 of Aaron Martin beat the 83 out of pits on the strategy there. 83 taking 4 tires again. So fresh set. Only bad news about that is because he used his other set earlier on, he is now out of tires, so he's got to make this one set of tires here last him 50 laps pretty much, just under 50. So not sure if that was the preferred strategy for tonight, as he gets himself caught back up to the pace car in the 27 here. We'll see how this plays out for him. Definitely been some excellent racing this first half between these two guys. I don't believe we have seen anyone make a mistake yet, minus, a little wall scrape here and there. Nothing major. I mean, both the paint jobs on both trucks look really outstanding. So Just overall really good racing tonight. Pace Truck's lights are off, so that means he should be coming in this time around, and the 27 will be starting us off at the restart here. Let's see if it's going to be another battle between these two straight out the gates here. I do believe the 27 may have taken, I know he took tires, I just not 100%. We're talking about points and whatnot. I'm not 100% certain if he took all four or maybe just took left sides. I didn't get to see there, so see how much of a difference we notice in him here. Once we go back green here, as the Pace Truck is now off the track. And we are going back green here on lap 53. Excellent restart there by the 27 of Aaron Martin. And we are back at it. A little bit of some shade casting on the track here for this second half of the race. I think I mentioned it earlier, but just to recap, these guys will be racing at Michigan a week from today, next Saturday, continuing on the chase here for the Season 2 Truck Series champion. And to go back to the street stocks, they got some exciting short track action coming up on Wednesday as they head out to Slinger for 150 laps. So definitely going to be some good short track battles out there. Be interesting to see that one as well. Hopefully we don't have any hiccups like we did this week, and should be able to bring that one to you live. And then crazy to think, man, but these guys literally have two more races. They have Slinger and then Charlotte Roval, and that's going to be the end of the regular season. Moving forward from that point on, we will officially be in the playoffs, and playoffs are shaping up quite nice. It's looking like. Let's let me get our point standings up here. Most recent one so far, the 25 of Stephen Gall leading the points in street stocks. First playoff race will be on June 24th, which is rapidly approaching, less than a month here. The following drivers are playoff eligible and will be in the playoff races as long as they show up. So we have the 25 of Stephen Gall, the 40 of Zachary Audette, the 45 of Brent Thompson, the 74 of Kyle Simmons, 27 of Aaron Martin, the 001 of Mr. Doyle Boyd, the 2 of Aaron Vogt, the 7 of Justin Harris, 71 of Gunnar Fix, the 19 of Andrew Ziegler, and that is where the cutoff list ends. Few drivers, I believe, missing from that ordeal there, but nonetheless, those guys know who they are. They have been fighting for that position the whole race. So in this in the street stocks on a road course with the Charlotte Roval, that should be a good time. Ran the Charlotte Roval myself. That's pretty fun. As we get back to the action here, the 27 of Aaron Martin still leading us in the second half here. 60 laps in, getting ready to be 61 this time through. Looks like the 83 of Joshua Fix may be trying to take a different approach here in this second half. Maybe not try and take the turns as hard. try and conserve some tire here. I know he was pushing that truck pretty hard in the first half of this one, trying to make something happen. He was very efficient at it. Again, I still think the early tire change there, taking all fours, is probably going to come back to haunt him here. To see what happens as he is trying to keep that gap under a second. He's fluctuating right there near it. Hasn't quite touched a second yet. And it looks like the 27 of Aaron Martin there may have found his line here. Making very effective use of the track. Now the gap between the two just over a second. And I was correct. That is a Ninja Turtle paint scheme on the 27's truck. I thought it was. Couldn't quite see the hood emblem. I see it now, and I also see the villains there on the side. Definitely an interesting mix there. And 64 laps now complete of 100. This one is winding down. Both drivers doing really well this evening. Definitely been a fun one to watch. I don't believe the battles are over yet. I think there is more to come. I think the 83 may be just trying to hang back a bit. Just enough to keep pressure on him. Make him look in that rear view. Sweat a little bit. I think that's real easy for everyone to do during a race, especially when you're up front of the competition. They definitely have a way about them that can make you sweat things out for sure. Gap staying just at a second here with these guys. Do have room for one more green flag pit stop here unless a caution comes out, which I don't foresee that happening. Stranger things have happened though, so 83 of Joshua Fix closed the gap rather quickly there. A little bit of sparks flying from the track with some wall contact from the 27 as the 83 goes to the inside now, looking to get around him. And we have yet another battle on our hands here. The 83 gets out just past his hood here. Not before the 27 makes it back up front though. Hard fought as the 83 stays to the inside. Nice clean pass there. Both of these drivers are really going at it. Kind of hard to really say who wants it more here. Nice side-by-side action there. Oh, a little bit of dragage there from the 83 on the wall. I think that's the first time he's made contact with the wall this evening. Gonna slow him up just a bit. As the 27 takes back over the lead here. Let's see how long he can keep it. That 83 is gunning for him tonight. I hope this is not the only time we see a battle between these two guys, because I don't know if it's the fact that they're the only two out on the track this evening or what, but they have definitely put it on display tonight. Officially at the 30 laps to go marker in this one. .28 to go now. Is the 83 still trailing here? Right at about 700ths to 600ths of a second. Making up some time in the turns there. Bit of scrapage from the 27 on the wall. A little more there, getting a little sideways, but he hangs on to it. About a second's worth of a gap now between the two. Just 25 laps to go now, 3/4 of the way through this one. Should be having another green flag pit stop come up here momentarily, depending on when these drivers decide to go in and pit here. .22 laps to go now this time through. Do apologize, folks, for the brief periods of silence here. Just paying attention to the gap between these two guys now at about 1.5 seconds. You definitely see the effects of the tire wear coming into play. And trying to think back for the 27 here, he may have one side of fresh tires left. I know the 83 is all out of tires, so this pit stop here will be just about fuel for him. tires will make all the difference here. So we are 21 to go, fixing to be 20 this time through. Let's see who is going to go into pits first, as that should be rapidly approaching here. $19 to go. It looks like the 83 has already pit there. I'm not sure how I missed that. I do apologize. Obviously his was pretty quick there, taking just fuel. Gonna put him back a lap down now. Now we'll see when the 27 decides to pit. See how much this balances out. This tire's smoking a good bit there. And it looks like the 27 is going to go into pit this time through. And that will be our last green flag pit stop of this one. I was going to put the 83 of Joshua Fix back on the lead lap here. Let's see if we can see what the 27 does here as far as tires and fuel go. Obviously he's going to take fuel here. Cameraman chooses the most inopportune camera angle, but I do believe he took tires there about 8 seconds in the pits. It's the 83 of Joshua Fix rapidly approaching him here. Don't know if it's going to be enough, as it looks like the 27 is already back up to speed here. About a 5-second gap in between the two. Definitely a bit faster for the 27 of Aaron Martin there. 17 laps to go, 16 now. Still your leader in this one so far. Time's fluctuating a little bit on the gap here, but it looks like the 27 of Aaron Martin a bit faster than the 83 currently due to those fresh tires. The 83 still rolling on the same set since the halfway stage, so definitely hurt him taking those tires early on in this one. And this one is almost wrapped up here, as it looks like the 27 of Aaron Martin pacing himself a little bit there. I think he is realizing the fall off between him and the 83. Giving it to the track on the straights, but slowing down a good deal here as we see the wash up on him, even with the one side of tires getting changed out here. Keeping a slow and steady pace here. I think this would definitely have been a different tune, so to speak, if the 83 was able to make something happen with some fresh tires, but that the gap is rapidly, I wouldn't say rapidly, it's growing though, as the 27 is definitely keeping the lead strong there, with now up to a 13, almost 14-second gap between the two here. Ten laps to go now. 90 laps officially in the books here. Been an excellent race so far this evening. One caution at the halfway stage, and that is it so far. Anything can happen, still 10 laps to go. I don't foresee it the way these drivers have been driving this evening. I think everybody is going to manage to keep it between the lines here. Now down to 7 to go. This one is almost wrapped up. Both drivers slowing down significantly. Still a solid run for the 27 though. He's really got a commanding lead here, showing about a 21-second gap between himself and the 83. So you see the significant speed decrease there in the turns from the 27, but the 83 has got to be doing even worse than that. Probably little to no grip here. Let's jump back there with him, kind of see how he's doing through the turns and whatnot here. Speeds that he's looking at, and going down to about 120 there in that one. Turn 1 and 2 probably even worse for him. Quite a bit of wash up there. Those tires definitely hurting. Let's jump back up front with our leader now, as we are coming up on 3 to go. As always, before this one ends, just want to give a shout out to our sponsors who help make all of this possible. So shout out to the guys over at Working Man Outdoors and also the guys at VB Racing. Appreciate everything they do for us and helping us make this possible for you viewers at home. 3 laps to go now, and the 27 is coming up on the 83 pretty quick now. Track lights now on as the sun has officially gone down. 2 laps to go next time around, white flag. And then this one will be a wrap. Is the 83 going to be able to hold off long enough here to not go a lap down in this one? Both drivers having a miraculous finish here tonight so far. Don't see them messing it up in 2 laps, but both of these guys managed to run the race tonight. No incident points, just some minor wall scraping and a white flag lap this time around. And it looks like the 27 of Aaron Martin is going to be our winner tonight here at Nashville. So both of these guys getting a win tonight. 83 takes home the stage win and the 10 bonus points, and the 27 takes home the overall win. Solid running here tonight by both drivers. And the 27 is your winner here tonight. Another solid race put on by these guys this evening. Definitely been a fun one to watch here for sure. Definitely plenty of exciting battles between these two. Waiting for the results to populate here. I'm not really sure why. There's 2 drivers on track, and if the 27 won, then that obviously means the 83 is finishing in second tonight. But there they are anyway for... Oh, wait a minute. Wrong set of results there, pal. There we go. 27 is your race winner tonight. 83 finishing in second. So another solid race put on by these guys here. And it looks like the 27 going to tear up the infield a good bit. Rightfully so. Might have just ran out of gas on that one. Yep. Yeah, he finished that one just in time, maybe. Trying to... Sounds like he's still running pretty decent. Maybe. Does he have a little more in the tank? Nope, think that was it for him. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at our current point standings now after this one is over. The 2 of Aaron Vogt now at 1,072 points, with the 83 of Joshua Fix now at 1,011 in second place. The 33 of Brandon Meyer in third still with 702 points. The 19 of Andrew Ziegler in fourth with 661. Mr. Doyle Boyd there in fifth with 641. The 25 of Stephen Gall in sixth with 625. The 9 of Austin Ziegler in seventh with 559. The 45 of Brent Thompson there in eighth place with 555. The 95 of Matthew Corley in ninth with 499 points. The 27 of Aaron Martin there, our race winner for tonight, in 10th with 461, and Dustin Spates in 11th with 101 points. So those are your official standings at the conclusion of this one tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for us this evening. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast as much as we enjoyed putting it on. Again, don't miss out on the race at Slinger with the Street Stock Series on Wednesday. That'll be coming to you live at 6:30. And then again, next Saturday, the Truck Series heads out to Michigan for, I believe it's 65 laps of racing. So got plenty more racing coming your way as these guys wind down their regular seasons. And Playoffs are very near for the street stocks, but until then, y'all enjoy the rest of your evening, and we hope to see you then.